Day 5 already. I wonder what's in store for me today. Looks like my creepy settlers have left me a present. Let's see what's in here. A new outfit. Oh, okay. Well, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. We'll try it out. You know what? I think I can get behind this. Wonder how this compares with the stuff that I had before. You know, though, there seems to be something in the back pocket. Is that a minigun back there? A minigun that conspicuously weighs exactly the difference between what this armor set and the previous armor set weighed? And they've sewn shut the pocket so I can't use it? Well, that seems like an odd thing to do, but I'm sure they meant well. So we're heading further south today. Instead of just looking for something randomly, though, I think this time we're on a mission. We're gonna make our way to Diamond City, or we're gonna try to at least. Apparently there's someone I'm supposed to be looking there. A Steve, was it? Someone young? I don't remember. But apparently I'm supposed to go to Diamond City. Apparently I could use a snack. Junk food. Breakfast of champions. I'm wondering what this sunlight here foretells. Whether or not there's a storm on the horizon, or if this is just a lovely morning. Very bright, very bright morning, with lots of God rays. Jeez, that's heavy. I can always drop it.
Hoarding now?
Yes. Although that's literally antithetical to the entire purpose of this run. Which, surprisingly, has been a lot less complicated than I thought it would be. I suppose a lot of that has to do with deconstructing the settlements. I thought that water and food would be rather complicated issues right from the get-go, but they just really haven't been. And getting rid of gear just meant I've had to go to stores more often, so I've had a decent supply of calves.
Are you sure there isn't someone more suited to all this?
I'm sure there's someone more suited to this than you, Codsworth. But you're who I've got right. Well, I guess I could take Garvey. But that day'll come. But I've certainly not found any of this to be particularly complicating on it. About the hardest difference between this and the regular game has been the fact that I can't pause when using the Pip-Boy, but that took a bit to get used to. I'm certainly not getting rid of it. I'm enjoying having to think about where I am before I bring up my inventory. I figure whatever that military radio thing is, they probably don't need my help. And what's this place? They've got lots of food. Food's good.
If you're looking to trade, then let's make a deal!
I gotta put my gun away or I'm gonna shoot that guy.
Supervisor Green?
At Grey Garden, the price is always right. Shall we make a deal?
I might buy corn if you have some.
Sure.
This really doesn't seem like the kind of thing I would expect to find at a farm. Although shipment of cloth, 200? And it seems kind of wasteful, but yeah, let's do it. I've been burning through a lot more cloth than you would have thought. And not surprising that I didn't have anything to sell, but Codsworth, make some friends. You guys have corn that you don't mind me stealing? Well, I believe I will help myself then.
Welcome to Grey Garden, darling. This is the Commonwealth's first and only hydroponics facility, run entirely by robots.
You know, I find that hard to believe. I gotta imagine that in a society where you had fusion-powered robots everywhere, that pretty much all farming would be done by robots pretty quickly.
This place seems familiar. I think I saw a bit about it on the news back before the war.
Yes, construction was completed mere days before the war. We were able to survive and continue our operations only because our creator made us fully self-sufficient. You see, there are two kinds of robots here. The worker drones carry out labor and maintenance. We supervisors, that is myself, green and brown, possess sophisticated cognition processors. We are capable of complex analysis and decision-making, a testament to the genius of our creator, Dr. Edward Gray.
Yeah, that's real interesting. I'm not that, not that curious, but since
What
there isn't
became
a...
of Dr. Gray?
Like so many others, he died in the war. It was a terrible loss.
I think I lost
Robotics
someone in
and
the war.
artificial intelligence were our creator's great passions, rivaled only by his love of television. Perhaps you've noticed that I possess a rather singular personality, as do the other supervisors.
If you say so. There's no need to be mean to it.
Well, it's definitely unique. Sort of hard to miss.
I'll take that as a compliment, darling.
Sure.
After all, the last thing any woman wants to be is ordinary. A few other things you should know. Talk to Green if you need supplies.
Like flame
If it's
refuel.
caps you require, Brown might have a few odd jobs. There's one other thing. A question, really. Tell me, darling, what do you think of the water around here?
Well, I mean,
It's
is awful.
Isn't it, though? Pressure's down, radiation is up.
I think the
Why,
radiation
it's
problem's the bigger
practically
problem.
toxic. Just think what it must be doing to my skin. This will never do. I don't mean to impose, darling, but perhaps you could lend us a hand.
All right.
Marvelous. Simply marvelous. Most of our water comes from the old Weston plant, south of here. Such an eyesore. Be a dear and pay a visit, See what you can do. Maybe tidy up the place. It must be filthy. If you can get it working again, I'm sure I can come up with something for you.
Calling radioactive water practically toxic, I think might be understating it a bit. I think that's quintessentially toxic. But I have a premonition that I should probably not head that way just yet. Let's take a look at our perks. So you may have noticed some more construction had happened in the background, which is why I have armor 2. That's why the stats on the vanilla gear I showed earlier were up a little bit. So do we want to do gun nut 2? I think right now, I mean, obviously we're going to want it, so let's go ahead and take it. So going by Carla's suggestion, I do believe this would be the direction towards Diamond City. I think I'll stay off the tracks and away from buildings I don't need to pass at the moment. Probably safer to find my way between them. Probably be less raiders, although more wildlife. Questionable which one's more dangerous. Let's have a peek. Where there are caves, there's often glowing fungus, and it looks like I may be right.
Picking up hostile life signs.
wasn't expecting glowing
My cup of tea.
mole rats, but...
They'd like a little dust up to get the oil flowing, eh?
Alright, a little bit of glowing fungus, always nice. Well, this weather certainly went south in a hurry. Wonder, does rain affect my chances of getting disease, or is it just swimming? No. I can't really afford to stay out of the rain, so on we press. Wow, this looks better than the base game. This is True Storms, I believe, that's creating this rain effect. If there's another mod, I'll look it up and I'll put them on screen. That sounds like gunfire in the distance. I think if we don't need to fight those ghouls, we can walk around them. I'm wondering if that gunfire is going to be between me and where I'm trying to get to. It's starting to look like it is. Or sound like it is, I suppose. What the hell is that thing? Human and not human things. Well, which is probably not the right way to look at it. I'll probably err on the side of the humans. I'm sure that won't come back to bite me. Let's see if my Pip-Boy has an explanation for what this is. A super mutant. Well, whatever it is, it can't be that clever. Apparently neither am I, though. So, second time through, it looks like I've run into the same rainstorm. And it seems that it would seem that the trick of running past landmines, which worked pretty well in New Vegas, which was the last Fallout I played through. That looks like Raider gear. I'm just gonna walk around them. Yeah, the trick of just running past landmines doesn't work so well in Fallout 4. Taking Sneak 2 is something that you wind up doing fairly early in Fallout 4, so I'm not too used to having to worry about setting off those traps. But it hits me that with an agility of 2 right now, it's actually going to be a while before I can get my hands on Sneak 2. I'm probably going to have to prioritize that. Which means point and agility. Okay, I'm sure I'm hitting them. I'm not swimming in ammo like I used to be, so I have to be a little bit more conservative with this stuff.
and it won't be your...
Yeah, go get him, Codsworth.
Justice.
That's a lot of words to say, not very good. Watch out for mines this time. Diamond City Security. Well, that's a good sign. Well, if there's security around here, I can probably put the gun away. Diamond City. I get it. Okay.
What do you mean you can't open the gate? Stop playing around, Dizzy. You're crying out loud.
I got orders not to let you in, Miss Piper. I'm sorry.
Not my problem.
Doing my job.
Who are you?
So little time.
Ooh, I think I could like you.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Just think how damn good it'll feel holding one of these.
So, nothing interesting that I could afford. Let's go check in on the damsel in distress. We're single now, after all.
Danny, open up! You want into Diamond City, right?
Sure, although I can't imagine they'd give me anywhere near as much grief as they seem to be giving you.
What? Who are you?
What's that? You said you're a trader up from Quincy? You have enough supplies to keep the general store stocked for a whole month? You hear that, Danny? You gonna open the gate and let us in, or are you gonna be the one talking to crazy Myrna about losing out on all the supply?
You really buying this?
Jeez, all right. I need to make it personal, Piper. Give me a minute.
Better head inside quick before old Danny catches on to the bluff.
Old Danny ain't too smart, is he?
This place, Diamond City. What is it?
Oh, the Green Jewel? She's a sight. Everyone who's anyone in the Commonwealth is from here, settled here, got kicked out of here. A big wall, some power, working plumbing, schools, and some security goons are what make Diamond City the big monster it is. Oh, love it or hate it. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Let's go.
You had me at working plumbing.
Piper, who let you back inside? I told Sullivan to keep that gate shut. You devious, rabble-rousing slanderer. The level of dishonesty in that paper of yours. I'll have that printer scrapped for parts.
Ooh, that a statement, Mr. McDonough? Tyrant mayor shuts down the press. Why don't we ask the newcomer? You support the news? Because the mayor's threatened to throw free speech in the dumpster.
You should have seen what it looked like back in our time.
What newspaper are you talking about?
Mine. Public occurrences. And we're the hard look at the truth. So are you with us or not?
At face value, I believe in freedom of the press, but is there another side to this story? Because there very well could be.
Rabble-rousing slanderer.
Always believed in freedom of the press.
Rightly so. A true medium for the people.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring you into this argument, miss. No. You look like Diamond City material. Welcome to the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Safe, happy, a fine place to come. Spend your money, settle down. Don't
Use the
let this
toilets.
muckraker here tell you otherwise, all right?
I'm sure your city's a great place.
Yeah, greatest house of cards in the Commonwealth. Until the wind blows.
Now, was there anything particular you came to our city for?
Loot.
I'm trying to find someone.
Trying to find someone? Who?
Who would I talk to about finding a missing person?
Well, whatever you do, don't bother going to Diamond City Security for help.
Don't listen to her. Well, I'm afraid that our security team can't follow every case that comes through. I'm confident that you can find help here. Diamond City has every conceivable service known to man.
And
one of
plumbing.
our great citizens can surely find the time to help you.
A mayor of a great city must know everyone. Who can help me?
Well, there is one private citizen, Nick Valentine, a detective of sorts who specializes in tracking people down, usually for debts or whatnot. Now, I have to get going. I'm sorry, Diamond City Security doesn't have time to help, but I'm sure Mr. Valentine charges a reasonable fee.
This is ridiculous. I want the truth, McDonough. What's the real reason security always shrivels away when talk of missing persons comes
I've had
up?
enough of this, Piper. From now on, consider you and that little sister of yours on notice.
Yeah, keep talking, McDonough. That's all you're good for. I'm impressed. Not everyone can claw information out of McDonough's tight-fisted hands. Why don't you stop by my office after you see Valentine? I think I just found my next story.
So, this is the famous Diamond City. I suppose I hope to find more of a gem than a dusty home base. Civilization in the rough, if you will.
I suppose I don't know what I was expecting. How are we doing for time? Still in the AM? We are not. Let's see how much a Deathclaw steak fills us up. Oh, completely.
Hey, kiddo. How are the paper sales?
Well, presses are getting overloaded. That motor is going to go soon if we don't replace it.
You've been saying that for weeks and the little girl still keeps cranking. Stop worrying so much. I gotta head into the office. You start whistling if you see any angry politicians coming our way.
Why? Is something wrong? Piper?
Well, if it means anything, this guy's either first name is Doctor or is actually a doctor.
It's about facial reconstruction.
I'm not convinced I want to have surgery in a place that doesn't have walls. Let's see what you have.
Could use some supplies, actually.
Let's see what I can spare.
I'm guessing this guy's going to have antibiotics at 150. Although we did pick up some materials to make antibiotics, so let's hold off on spending that money for the moment.
Who needs a haircut?
Everyone needs a haircut.
What if they're listening to us right now? What if they've been listening this whole time?
Hey, quiet, all right? Yikes.
Oh, I see there are plenty of stores around here, but I'm guessing...
Need some custom hardware? We got a free workbench for all your modifications.
A gun store.
Hey,
We'll see what a gun store's selling.
right?
Yeah, I'm the new girl.
Well, it's good to have you here. Name's Arturo Rodriguez. If you need protection, let's talk.
Not really, but
Let's
I'll
see
take
what
a
you
look.
have.
Something for everyone.
So much like cricket outside. Some interesting stuff, but more expensive than...
Doctor says I can't drink liquor.
More than expensive than I'm prepared to spend.
Coca-Cola.
Hey, Sheffield.
Coca-Cola.
Drink some water.
Really, Mom? Can't you
Oh,
see
I'm sorry,
the man is
Codsworth.
suffering?
Nuka-Cola. So thirsty.
Here you go.
That's so gracious of you, Mom. I'm sure it's not every day someone shows him such kindness.
Ah, thank you. Thank you.
So, what you might have noticed when I did something that Codsworth didn't like was said that he didn't like that, but he didn't care. And that's because I have a mod called No Negative Affinity. That means that when I do something they don't like, it doesn't count against it, because I don't want to take, to level 150 to get all these companions done. I still have to gain the affinity in the first place.
Sure, Codsworth. What's up?
Oh, just a little something I'd like to get off the old proverbial chest. I just want to say what an honor it is for me to accompany you. You've no idea the horror these past 2 centuries have wrought. The initial destruction.
Photographs.
Not knowing if you and your family were all
Never
right.
did photograph well.
It was a relief just to find the entrance intact.
That must have been hard on you. How did you move past it?
At first it was the work. Busying myself day and night, and believe me, there was plenty of it. But eventually the work became light chores. What truly saved me was my memories, Mum. Memories of you and the hubby, young Shaw.
Sean, that was who I was
Your
looking
love
for.
and kindness. I soldiered on, fueled by hope that one day, if not you and the husband, that Sean, or perhaps Sean's children, would one day.
Oh, that's lovely.
I'm glad you stuck around.
Oh, Mum, you don't know how good it is to hear you say that. I just wanted you to know how much I consider you family. I may be a mere robot to some, but I do hope you've come to see me as more.
I see you as a friend, but that's the end of that.
I consider you to be family too, Codsworth. We're in this world for the long haul. Together.
Miss Lincoln, you don't know how wonderful it is for me to hear that. I feel completely recharged. Well, enough blither-blather from me. Let's get back to it, shall we?
Is she paying? Nah, I'm not gonna steal from her.
Something wrong?
Another stray coming in from the rain. Afraid you're too late. Office is closed.
I know
Always
you must
try
be
the
busy,
speech
but I
check.
won't take much of your time, miss. It's important.
You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude, but it's just... the detective... he's gone missing.
Do you have any idea how I could find him?
He disappeared working a case. Skinny Malone's gang had kidnapped a young woman, and he tracked them down to their hideout in Park Street Station. There's an old vault down there they use as a base. I told Nick he was walking into a trap, but he just smiled and walked out the door like he always does.
You know, I want the experience points, but at the same time, I really don't want to fleece her. But I'm not gonna give her my word either. And I am gonna get mixed up on this, so really
Hey,
this is
I'd
the
love
only
to help,
option.
but there's the small matter of expenses.
Money, huh? I do have 125 caps in the old rainy day fund.
Where's the, oh, all right, I'll see what I can do option? I don't like giving my word to something that I'm not sure of. But, you know, video game, let's do it.
I'll find him. You have my word.
Thank you. Nick should be easy to spot. He's always wearing that old hat and trench coat getup. Please, hurry.
Please! Don't move, Synth. What have you done with the real Riley? Where's my brother?
I swear I'm not a synth. Don't shoot, for God's sakes. We're family.
Put the gun down, now!
He's a synth! He'll kill us all!
Kyle, no!
Okay, show's over. There are no synths in Diamond City. Hear me?
Move along.
Just you folks and your damn paranoia.
Well, I'd be pretty scared around here if you guys are just walking around with bars shooting people. I guess he did have a gun on someone else, but wow.
He certainly doesn't need that anymore.
I'm glad you
Nothing to
agree,
see
Codsworth. Hey, Percy, you
Diamond
open?
City Security is going to conduct an investigation, right?
An investigation into what? There were 20 witnesses, and we all saw exactly what happened. I wonder what the confusion... I wonder what there is to investigate. Well, I guess the question of what happened to his clothes.
Sure could use a Mr. Hand. Can't believe you eat that.
Plenty of work to be done these
Only
days.
one thing worth buying.
With him, I need to talk. Just a minute, Yeti. I am in middle of story. So then, I am crossing river, right?
You there.
Wearing nothing but a
We
smile.
need to have a
When we're out
conversation.
comes-
You know, there should be more of a reaction, because I do believe this is the first time that my character has seen a
Come
ghoul.
on.
So I guess you've got my attention would be a reasonable response.
You've got my attention.
I'm always looking for people who know how to handle themselves in dangerous situations.
Well, apparently I
hear,
can't walk around a mine without blowing my legs
fulfilled.
off, so... Who did you hear that from? Who have I met?
I don't mind danger, so long as I get paid well enough.
You will be well paid. I can promise you that. By the way, I'm Edward Deegan. You'll mostly be working for me.
I would be
but you'll
mostly
need to talk
working
to
for
my
you.
boss first. His name is Jack Cabot. He likes to personally interview everyone I hire. He's careful like that. Come down to Cabot House in Beacon Hill and ask to talk to Jack. I'll let him know you're coming.
That's kind of presumptuous.
What do they do with them? Where do they take them?
Hey, keep your voice down.
Hello there. My name's Ellen. You may be just what I need. Are you free to talk for a bit? I've asked everyone around here, but no dice. I'm a cartographer. That means I make maps. I've been exploring our great former America for some time now, trying to create the best route available to reunite the country with itself. But apparently, no one knows how to get anywhere. I guess it's up to me, right?
You did just say that was
Let
your
me ask
job.
you this. Would you use a map of a region if I made one?
Well, I've got one in my Pip-Boy, but sure. I'm sure your parents are thrilled about your... Oh my god. That's beautiful. Sure.
Sounds handy. Well, I make the best ones. Not that I've seen anyone else doing it.
Yeah,
Well,
I've got one
you
in my
look like
pocket.
a traveler to me. That's good. That's good. Wait, is that a Pip-Boy? Where'd you get that? Wait, actually, no. Don't answer that. I'll be straight with you. I'm looking for someone to accompany me through the Commonwealth. I need to make more maps of this region, and I just got to this place. And that Pip-Boy of yours could help a lot on exploring the places.
Especially since
If
it already
you
has
haven't
a
gone
map.
anywhere recently, then we can travel together. Find some places to mark on my map and yours as well.
So if you haven't put it together yet, Ellen is a companion mod. And there's a reason why you want to pick her up early, and it's because you get affinity from taking her places that you haven't been to before.
I'm listening. Oh wow, that's better than I expected. You get some backup to help you when you need it, watch your back, and things like that. And I get to check out all the places here on the Commonwealth. I think it's a win-win for the both of us. So, what do you say? Oh, but you have someone following you already. Damn. Well, I'll ask you anyway. What do you say?
And yes, I am going to take her relatively early. That's one of the main reasons I came to Diamond City this early, because one of her end missions actually bugs if you go to the location where it is before it comes up. So let's take her on early and...
You're still with me?
Yes, I'm still with you. Sure thing.
Sure thing. All right, time to explore then.
Let's see, what is she carrying? An assault rifle. I think that's an assault rifle. That's a silenced assault rifle. Oh, okay. Well, let's get going. How are we doing for time? 7 o'clock. We need to run. One last thing to do in Diamond City. This reporter woman said that she wanted to chat, and well, we're here, so let's do that.
Hey, Piper.
Glad you dropped by. You holding up, Blue?
Why are you calling me that?
'Cause you're a vault dweller? I know you're not wearing the blue jumpsuit right now, but the Pip-Boy and the fish out of water look... Dead giveaways. So here's the deal. I want an interview. Your life story in print. I think it's time Diamond City had a little outside perspective on the Commonwealth. You do that, and I'll tell you what. I'll come with you. Watch your back while you get used to the world above ground.
Well, you won't be coming with me, but alright.
Alright, Piper. I'm in.
Good. Let's get down to business. So, I know you're from a vault. How would you describe your time on the inside?
My family and I were frozen. I didn't spend much time in the vault.
Wait, they boxed you up in a fridge? The whole time? Are you saying you were alive before the war?
Behold, I am immortal.
You know, I guess you kind of are, aren't you? Oh my god. The woman out of time. So, you've seen the Commonwealth, Diamond City. How does it compare to your old life?
How do you think? It sucks. Let's go with
Honestly, seeing everyone surviving out here, rebuilding the world, it gives me hope.
That's Surprisingly inspired, Blue. We're definitely quoting that. Now, the big question. You came all this way looking for someone. Who is it?
My baby, Sean, was kidnapped. He's not even a year old.
The parent after the missing child. As heartbreaking today as it ever was. Tell me, do you suspect the Institute's involved?
Why would I think that?
The Institute? Who are they?
That, Blue, is the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth. No one really knows who or where they are, but their handiwork is all over. Synths. Synthetic people. Sent from their hidden labs to do the Institute's dirty work. Sometimes they even replace a person with a synth double. A little covert agent no one would ever suspect. Now, not everything that goes wrong has the Institute behind it, but there's always a chance. That's why I'm asking.
A man took Sean, not some shadowy group.
I hope that's true. Because if they are involved, everything gets worse. For the last part of our interview, I'd like to do something different. I want you to make a statement to Diamond City directly. The threat of kidnapping is all but ignored in the Commonwealth. Everyone wants to pretend it just doesn't happen. What would you say to someone out there who's lost a loved one but might be too scared or too numb to the world to look for them?
Well, I'd say that a symptom of a synth is probably when your hair vibrates.
Find who's responsible, and make them pay. Simple as that.
I'll take anger over apathy any day. Good quote. Thanks, Blue. That's everything.
What did you
It's gonna
dislike
take
about
some
that?
time to put this all together, but I think your story is gonna give Diamond City plenty to talk about. Anyway, I agreed to come with you, right? Watch your back. Just say the word when you're ready. I can't wait to see where this story goes next.
That means I can send Piper off to Sanctuary. Now, one of the interesting things about playthrough where I'm not allowed to keep anything I put down is that having a specific home base, a main home base, is not really a necessity. So heading straight back to Sanctuary isn't entirely necessary. Is that Codsworth there? Codsworth, you have a long, harsh journey ahead of you if that's the direction that you're going. But I could head back to any of my bases and they'll be functionally the same, other than the fact that I would like to see if I could upgrade my guns, because I have unlocked the next level of weaponsmith. So you know what? We're going back to Sanctuary. So heading back, something I wouldn't have seen during the day. Watch for mines. And lastly, before we go to bed, let's see if we can upgrade any of our stuff. If you're curious, this is the minigun I was talking about earlier. I've named it Weight, and it very, very closely represents the difference in weight between the gear I'm wearing and what vanilla gear that does this, well, that I have in my benchmark box, what it weighs. So, how much better can we make this? Substantially. 37 weighs a little bit more. I mean, we're gonna do it. Well, I should probably check how much adhesive I have before. So long light is this way. That weighs more. Let's hold off on that until we see what we can do with our assault rifle here. Advanced receiver. Jeez, that's a lot of damage. You know what? If the enemies can have it, then why can't I? Well, what does calibrated do? 63. I'm a terrible shot. I think it's okay. Is there a light? Ooh, quick eject, eh? No, but it weighs more. No, I'm not worried about. This stuff all weighs more. 14, even 14. 0.8 pounds for a red dot sight. Well, with my second companion of the game, or at least the second companion to travel with me, I guess I'm calling it a night. So, until next time.